Twitch.
Right. So let's do a quick recap of last session. So last session you went to see the queen and she told you that she was missing some jewels that the bandits that you protected her from stole. You embarked on a journey to Relholt Falls, since that's where you figured that it would be a good idea to go with the stone. And the stone went under Relholt Falls, and you managed to find a massive cavern filled with these two absolutely ginormous dragons that literally nearly killed you. And you kind of scampered out of that cave quickly and ran away. And then you talked to Maya for a little bit, and now you are here in the city. Most of you have gone for a long rest, apart from Rowan, who has been cleaning up after animals all night. So we'll start with Rowan's interaction. So Rowan, after a long day, a long night of cleaning up after animals, you're pretty tired. So Laurel comes up to you and says, "Oh, let's have a look at how good of a job you've done then. Roll animal handling."
Oh, brilliant! I've been trying to get this role for ages. I got a +4 on it.
All of you
Just
have
by
really good
chance,
animal handling.
Gladys.
Yeah, he's by himself. You guys are in the tavern after a long rest. So make sure the others have long rested. 11. So she looks around. She says, "You've done an okay job." And she finds this. She looks and she's like, "All right, fine. Come with me." And so you follow her into a room, and there in a small cage is a baby kestrel that she showed you last time. And she says, she doesn't have a name, but obviously I rescued her. "Here, take this." And so she hands you a baby kestrel, and you kind of take it. So this is a homebrew item that I'm gonna have to ask you to add to your inventory.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and name her as well. It's a custom item that you'll have to add, and make sure you keep it active as well. So it's a kestrel.
Okay.
Give her a name, Rowan.
Also, my thinking really slow.
That's okay.
Oh no, really bad with names.
You don't have to name her, but like, you know, it's ideal.
Should I just do that thing out of that? What's that movie? Bird. You know the one they can't see on Netflix? He just names them boy and girl.
Oh, Bird Box.
Bird Box,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you guys have any ideas for names? What's a good bird name?
Bitey.
Bitey.
Bitey. Do kestrels bite?
Yes, they do. They're like falcons. They're like...
Okay. Let's go with Bitey then.
Alright, Bitey the bird. So Bitey has a few things that she can do. So she can scour a very large area for danger. If you give Bitey a scent, she can smell and look around for things that have the same scent as well right now. And obviously as she grows older, she'll be able to do stuff. But right now, yep, you have a young kestrel. That is your sort of animal of choice that stays with you. So yeah, we'll what would you like to do, Rowan, then? Is there anything else you want to do while you're here?
Yeah, let's ask her what she knows about dragons.
She says, "Oh, dragons aren't something that I'm not very experienced with them because I haven't had an opportunity to see them at all. They're very, very rare."
I don't want to give too much away, so I'll just say okay, thanks. I don't have to feed this kestrel.
Yep.
No,
So she says she says make sure you feed Bitey once a day. Make sure you clean up after her and look after her. She requires your attention as well, because birds they need attention, otherwise they get depressed. So she needs your attention, and she needs you to feed her 1 ration a day.
Okay then, perfect.
1 ration a day?
Mhm.
You
Oh.
just send her out to catch a mouse or something.
You can attempt to.
Interesting. I mean, I've got an animal handling of 4. Does that mean I can set up traps to get mice?
That's more survival, I guess, setting up traps, or like dexterity, or intelligence or wisdom, I guess.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but you guys can definitely try and catch food if that's something you want to do. But yeah, so are you good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is this a custom item?
It's custom item, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
What can the Kestrel do? Do we like?
Yeah, it's so it right now it can do two things. He can have it scout for danger in a very large area, so it can fly around and look for things that look dangerous, and kind of signal to where they are. And you can also give it a scent, and it'll be able to look for things that have the same scent as that.
Oh, cool. I like that.
But that's just in its
So it's
baby
like-
form.
Oh, we can
Yeah.
give up the ring. Oh wait, no, we don't have the rings yet. No.
So it's
shit.
almost a familiar, but not exactly.
Exactly, yeah, it's almost a familiar. All right, so Rowan, what are you doing now then?
Shall I just go? I'll go and meet up with the rest of the group. I
Okay.
think. I thank the lady.
All right, so she says, "Well, it's a pleasure. Thank you for your help." And so we'll move over to the tavern, where Rowan arrives, and you guys have just finished long resting, or meditating, or attuning, whatever you were doing. The tavern is it's the morning, so the tavern is like fairly empty. There's a few people here and there, and as usual, Totty is snoring his ass off on the sort of counter.
Huh. So what were we
Um,
doing? What was the overarching like situation? Do we need to do anything with the dragon? Can we just like
No.
Like- do we need to get past them? It was kind of we're interested, but like
I feel
we're
like
doing
we
it
have a
for
war.
anyone or for like any purpose.
It's not a real. It was just the riddle that we found from the Queen that led us there.
Oh yeah. Let me get my notes up.
Right, did we order that book?
Oh, we did, yeah.
I've got dragons.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah,
She
should
did
be
say
fine.
it would take how long to get here there?
Find some stuff
She
for
said
her as
it'd be
well.
about a day and a half, sort of thing.
Are we gonna
I
go
mean-
to the swamp?
Yeah, we take probably
Oh, the
today. We
swamp, yeah.
go to the swamp, get some of the wood.
And,
And
the
jellyfish.
lodestones and the jellyfish.
Yeah, and the jellyfish.
You also spoke to the Queen last time about gems.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she wants
oh,
to get a
yeah.
Hammerfell gem. Frenia
Hammerfell,
Sapphire. Diamond.
Yeah, Hammerfell ruby, Sophrenia sapphire, then there's a large diamond. That apparently we'll just be able to recognize when we see them all.
Yeah.
But did she say like which way the bandits would have gone with it?
She did, yeah. They said they were heading south towards Hammerfell.
That would take us away from the valley where Lancers wants us to go, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Oh, whoops.
There are two of me.
There were.
So Rowan enters the tavern. What are you guys all doing?
This is the morning now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
So
the
we're all
morning.
awake.
Yeah, it is. You're all awake, just relaxing.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
also, all of you haven't eaten so far for the last
Oh, we
24
should probably
hours.
Eat some breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta go and order some food for everyone.
Okay, so go to the
Oops.
bartender.
What does he have?
What will you be having?
Can we
just
can
some
we take menus?
breakfast.
Some breakfast. All right. Any preferences? We have mutton and we have vegetables.
I'll take the vegetables.
Yeah, I want vegetables.
I'll take the meat.
Do you have any bread?
Rowan, what are you having?
Yeah, all of the mutton.
Okay, so that's 2 meats and 2 vegetable stews coming right up. We do have bread.
Sounds good.
Will you want some bread with your vegetables?
Yes, please.
Okay. So for all of you, that'll be a total of 5 gold pieces, please.
1 each. No. 5 for all 4 of us.
Yeah.
5 each.
5 each?
No, not 5 each. 5 for everyone.
No, okay.
One each.
Yeah, almost 1
I
each.
put one in. I don't have a huge amount of money.
Lance goes ahead and walks up to the counter and puts 1 in.
Okay, there you go.
No.
Oh, what a nice man. Paying his way.
I had over 100 gold once, then I spent it all.
Yeah, I've got 27 left now.
Yeah.
I've got 170.
Bloody hell, Rowan. Buy something. Should we go to the market?
Maybe, yeah. But what do we want? I feel like we should save it for the dragon because I feel like that might require something.
Oh yeah.
like
that's
an animal or something to give to it, like a sheep.
Yeah, like a carcass or
Oh.
something we could throw.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way.
yeah, fair.
That's a later situation though.
It'd be kind of hard getting a sheep down the
So yeah, all of you take away 1 gold. So he walks back and he comes out with like 5 plates of just food, vegetables, meat, and everything that you have. Hands it to you.
Thank you.
Thank him.
Okay.
Spend some time eating before we head out.
Oh, can I like brag about my new Kestrel to everyone?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'll show you all my new.
Is it like sitting on his shoulder?
Yeah,
like
it's
a
on
parrot?
his shoulder. Yeah.
How tall is Malva?
I believe.
Dwarf, right?
Yeah, he's a dwarf, so he's Oops.
Okay, so we'll like everyone else has to like bend it down to see.
Fuck you. I'm 4 feet. Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the elves are pretty short as well.
Oh wait,
Pretty
I don't know.
cool. I'm 5'10".
Oh my god. Okay, you're big. That's fine.
I'm like 6 something. I think I've set myself as. I can't remember. I'm just 6 foot. Yeah.
So Lance is just watching you guys. He looks at you and he's like, "Where'd you get the kestrel?"
I'll just say none of your business.
Yeah, wouldn't you like to know?
He shakes his head and carries on eating. He was trying to make conversation.
Gonna ask. You sure you have enough provisions to feed and take care of it?
Yeah, I've got plenty.
So as you're eating, Rowan, the kestrel tries to like bite at your food and tries to start eating it.
Oh yeah, whoops. Yeah, let's give it a ration.
Okay.
I want starving to death.
So you hand the kestrel some food and it starts biting and pecking and eating it. Yeah, there you go. One thing that is a requirement is that your rations have to be meat for your kestrel. It won't have
Okay.
vegetables or anything like that. Kestrels eat meat.
Okay then.
Just once we've done eating, I suggest we start heading towards the swamp.
Yeah.
Good way to get some of these side quests out of the way.
Yeah, Lance looks at you and agrees 100%. He's like, please.
Do some favors for some people in town. Maybe they'll be more forthcoming with information.
Potentially.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
Did you attune, by the way, or no? Did you not spend time attuning with your ring, Amon?
You said I needed one more.
You
thing,
did,
and
yeah.
that's
Okay,
it,
that's
so-
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all good. All right. So Lance gets up and says, "All right, are we heading out?"
Hell yeah.
All right. So you all
Gonna arrive at some point today.
yeah.
So we'll go to the swamp and then come back and get it, shall we?
Yeah, 'cause we need the jellyfish for her anyway, right? And is there a way to send a message towards Hammerfell? Would that be through the guards, or is that
if-
through someone else?
When
Maybe someone in the tavern is going to travel there.
I can send messages through my criminal network as well.
Oh, actually, do you say that out loud?
I didn't say that out loud, no.
Okay. I will ask my companions if they know of if they've seen some way we can send messages to Hammerfell about these gems that have been stolen. Maybe alerts the guards there that these gems are going towards Hammerfell or are there already.
Shall I
And
ask
to-
if it was one of my mates that stole it anyway? I mean, you never know.
Mhm.
I'll put a little, see if anyone knows anything about it. Yeah.
So you have to go into the town for that to find a criminal network contact. There isn't any in the tavern, but in the town you can do that, Ben. So
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
all right. So you all head out.
Yeah.
So you all head out into the bustling city of Heimstead. Where are you going?
The swamp, yeah, but I want to go via the center so I can have
Okay.
a little chat with
Okay.
someone.
So you all
It looks dodgy.
Yeah, I'll split and see if I can find. Because I'm assuming these places are near to each other that people will, the guards will communicate with each other and whatever.
yeah.
So I'll find like a post office or a message board or something.
There is a notice
Where I
board in the
can-
center of town.
Or I'll look for someone like near the edge of town who's going towards Hammerfell. And I'll pass a message on and say that the Queen is looking for some of the stolen diamonds,
Okay.
or stolen gems, and I'll explain them. And then we'll say we'll pay for any information that leads to the return of them.
Okay.
Just compare and to say, leave a message with the barkeep for room 3.
Okay. So
Or
you
leave a message for the Queen about it.
that's fine. So you hand over this message, and you hope that the message will arrive in time for anything to be done about it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Ben, are you gonna put a message to your criminal contacts as well?
Yeah, I want to find someone who I recognise.
You so you
older
walk
days.
you walk into the city, and you see sort of a shifty looking fella who's just sitting there on the corner of an alley. You walk up to him and you ask him, and you start mentioning some like names that you might think he recognizes, and you find a common sort of a contact. And so you say to him, you ask him to deliver a message, and he says, "All right, that's fine. I'll deliver it for 1 gold piece." I'll get you
I'm
info.
asking him to like
Yeah,
find
yeah.
out what he can about these gems from all of his like friends and things. Okay, yeah, I'll pay a gold piece
So
for that.
pay a gold piece. He'll get you the information within a day, he says.
Yeah, okay. I'll meet you here again same time tomorrow.
Okay. So that's agreed. You all want to head to the swamps?
Yes.
Okay. Where are we at?
Harry.
So head towards the falls, and turn left and follow that river.
I'm still in the tavern.
I was gonna say half of you aren't. Oh, you're all in the tavern, aren't you? Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, there you go.
Would you be going out this exit and then going north? Or...
Yeah, you head towards the falls, and so here basically.
Okay.
And you follow that river, and that'll take you to the marshes after about an hour's walk.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all head there. I'm just gonna copy and paste you all. Okay. I should copy. All right. So you. Where are we? There we are. Okay. You head to a marshy area, and this is like it's as you walk, you see the sort of the instant change in the landscape. So before, where you were, it was very grassy, very green. But as you sort of move into here, you notice that it moves to a very more like yellow, orange, sort of red look, almost autumn in a way.
Be
It's the
left,
place.
and behind.
Oh, ouch.
I thought I didn't copy him over.
We've got Lance with us for some reason.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm underneath Rowan. I'm
Okay.
here.
Oh, you are. I thought so. Okay, that's fine.
Is Lance just coming with us everywhere?
Yeah, he's joining you now.
Okay.
So he's so you enter here, and it's a very marshy area, very swampy.
Oh, shall I put my
The grid's not
Oh.
quite aligned, by the way.
It isn't. You're right.
shall I put my IT to the test and get him to scout out the area?
Do what, sorry? Oh yeah, go on then.
Yeah, I send him up to like.
Okay. Am I being dumb here? Wait, okay, I am so confused. Are the grey squares... Wait, are the grey squares the one, or the black squares the one for the map on the picture?
I think it's the light.
Okay, it's the black ones, alright, that's fine.
Yeah, black ones are the map, the grey ones are us, because that's how we move.
Let me align it to grid so it's a lot nicer to, like...
Yeah.
Alrighty. This should be better, I think. There you are.
That's
Yeah.
better, yeah.
Okay.
You just in the lake.
Yeah,
are you
sorry.
are you using your kestrel to sort of scout out?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so as you send up the kestrel, indicating for it to look around, and it instantly starts flying around very quickly. It starts circling the center of the lake around here.
Okay.
And clearly there is something there that is it's catching its interest.
Is this like actual size as well? Not like a representation?
Yeah, it's a pretty accurate representation of size.
Okay.
So
you can still see like across the
yeah, you can see across the lake and stuff. And so yeah, then the kestrel starts like trying to dive into the water and then immediately flying up. So clearly there's something going on right here.
Oh dear. Don't die. This is a jellyfish lake as well.
I mean, you can have a look.
Can I sort of use my nature knowledge to see if there's anything that seems unusual about the lake?
Go ahead and roll intelligence for me.
I cast guidance on you.
Go ahead and roll.
So you
That's
can-
a D4, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I add a d4 to that.
Right, so what do I roll?
D20, and then add a D4 for intelligence.
How do I add D4?
So
You
roll.
just roll a separate dice.
Yeah,
So I roll my D20.
Yep. which is a
and
12.
Then I roll D4.
3, so that's 15. Perfect. So you remember that places and marshes like this, they commonly house like regular like amphibious animals like frogs and stuff, but there are none that you can see. Normally places like this do have some fish sort of life and marine life like jellyfish and stuff that you should be able to see, but you can't see any.
Can we see any other creatures on the lake? Is there any like ducks or birds or?
It's like from the top of the lake there is no animals, which is really odd.
Apparently there's something fishy going on up like here.
Can I detect the water for poison or anything like that?
Mhm.
Like you detect poison on the water.
Yep. So go ahead and
It's a
use your
spell.
go ahead and cast your spell.
Yeah.
So you use detect poison on the water, and you notice that there isn't a specific poison in the water, but there definitely is sort of, I want to say, something different. It's not how normal marsh water would be. There's something in the water here. And at this moment, there's some bubbling coming from here in the water, and the kestrel flies back to Rowan. It's bubbling here.
Hmm. Can we
Nice,
walk around the lake and have a look?
Mhm.
Is it right in the middle?
Yeah, it's right in the middle.
None of us monks have wall walking, don't they?
Can we like?
How deep does it look?
Fairly deep. You can't see the bottom.
Could we get a log and like float on it across the like a raft out of logs?
Is it worth just like?
I can put that down for you with my axe.
Oh yeah.
I can't see a specific creature or anything, can I?
Not that you know of, but it's very murky and dark.
Okay.
I thought we're a bit done if we fall in on the
I
raft.
was gonna just like chuck a spell in there, just a cantrip.
You can
Oh,
go
yeah.
for it if you want, but
I
whatever
was
you
gonna
want to do.
do a sacred flame, but it has to be on a creature I can see.
So Lance decides to throw a rock into the water. Okay, so he
That
picks up a
was-
rock
Yeah.
and he throws it into the water over here. And then at that moment, some creatures start to emerge. Oh, they would, right. So
Oh, they would.
Right. These two giant frog-looking creatures with their tongues hanging out.
I thought they were mimics.
They
Oh my god.
they start to emerge from the water, looking extremely slimy, their tongues hanging out, and then instantly jump over to one of them jumps a giant leap over to you, Lance and Ben.
Oh Christ!
Go
Is it
ahead.
fighting time?
Go ahead and roll initiative. It's time to fight. So Amon, go ahead.
Are they like making any noises? Can they speak?
They seem to be just extremely aggressive,
Just
making unintelligible noises.
So I can't cast comprehend language.
No,
and
they seem to like not really be speaking at all. Golux 7, Artemisia 12. Do you have any initiative bonus, AV?
But
Okay.
First hit.
Okay. That's fine. All right, Evie, you're first to move. What would you like to do?
I guess I will.
Run away!
I've got a spell called Ray of Enfeeblement.
Mhm.
Ooh. It takes up to 1 minute where I have to concentrate.
That's fine.
But I can make a ranged attack within 60 feet. And if I hit it, then the target will only give half damage to everyone.
Yep. So you're gonna cast Ray of Enfeeblement.
Yeah.
It takes one
this
action
one.
to cast, so she can do it, but it lasts up to
Yep.
a minute.
Yep,
So
that's
you
fine.
can just move it around.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and roll. That's d20 plus 4, so that's 14. Yeah, that misses. So you try and cast a Ray of Enfeeblement on this creature, but somehow it resists the attack and just doesn't do any damage. It doesn't do anything. Go ahead. Next is Emmanuel, your turn.
Okay. God, I should have prepared different spells before we left. I think just a guiding bolt.
Okay. So you casting Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, at the one in the middle here.
Okay.
So that is D20 plus 5.
Mhm. You go ahead and you cast your Guiding Bolt. You fire it, and it just seems to ricochet off its body. It kind of dissipates. It doesn't do anything.
What?
Go look, your turn.
He's been
Uh,
armored.
I'm just gonna shoot an arrow right into this
Okay.
one.
Go ahead, remove an ammunition and roll.
Right, how do I do that? Just roll a d20 to whether it hits, yeah?
Does it completely not work, or does it just...
It literally completely just dissipates. What's your bonus?
Plus
Plus
7.
17, that hits.
Sweet.
So you fire back your bow. Which one are you attacking?
The one next to me, this one.
Okay. Yeah, you instantly fire it and it hits him straight in the head. The arrow pierces his slimy skin. Go ahead and roll for damage. So that's 7. Okay. So you hit him, and it kind of forces him to kind of stumble backwards one step. Malva,
So he disengages.
he does leave your area of attack, and same with you, Lance. But Lance chooses not to attack.
Oh,
So, yeah.
go on. Let's go for again then.
Can I
Go.
move to my turn, or should I have said that earlier?
Oh, you should have said that earlier.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. So yeah,
that's
no.
a 10.
As
So,
as he tries to disengage, you kind of miss with your shot.
Do I have to lose 2 arrows then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Malva,
okay,
your turn.
well,
Alright, so instantly I rage up.
You're raging. Okay.
Classic. It's not even a thought now. It's just like, oh, here we go, rage up.
Under procedure. Move up to him. And do I do anything else? I've got new actions. Do I have to declare I'm doing a frenzy attack at the start of my turn, or can I do it like after my first attack?
I mean, you can choose to frenzy.
Yeah.
Are you frenzying?
Yeah, but it doesn't count this turn. I've got to wait till the next turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in a frenzied rage.
Wow. Okay. And now I'll try and hit him with my greatsword.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Alright.
Okay, so you try and swing with your greatsword, but you kind of slip and fall, and you kind of miss him as you try and swing. Artemisia, it's your turn.
We're not rolling very well, are we?
He can do a bonus action, can't he? Because he's frenzying.
You can, yeah. Well, no, it's next turn.
Yeah, so one after.
Ah,
Well, let's have a thing. Was that only on damage I get to roll advantage?
Yeah, it's only on damage. Wait, no.
yeah, unless you reckless.
Which he doesn't have.
Reckless.
Wait, oh no,
Wait,
yeah.
where are
That's
they all
right.
gone?
Features,
your
features and traits.
Oh, okay.
Do you think I should use my turn to try and attack this thing, or use my turn to try and make it so it can't attack you as much?
Which one?
Like, I can either cast Firebolt, or I can cast my Enfeeblement, which makes it half damage if it hits anyone.
What damage does Firebolt do?
Is the enfeeblement still ongoing? Because you're still concentrating on it. She hasn't been hit.
I mean, it lasts for 1 minute, I think.
Yeah, so it's you're still using it with. You can move the ray without using another spell slot.
What do you mean?
So
Oh, it's not. I
Because
don't think it is a spell slot. I think it's 1 second.
It is a spell
Is it?
slot.
Hang on. Oh, okay.
yeah, because it's a concentration spell that has a duration. You shot the ray first time and it's missed, but still
Yeah.
going if you're still
Yeah.
concentrating on it.
How do I know when a minute's up though? It's, like,
It's 10
rounds.
rounds.
Yeah, 10 rounds.
A minute is 10 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each round is 6 seconds.
Oh god, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay, well I guess
Stuff
I have to
happens
use
really
that then if
quickly.
I've already cast it. So I'll re-aim it then. So do I roll 20 again?
Yeah.
11 plus
4.
4, 15. So once again, you retry and aim your Ray of Enfeeblement, but it just doesn't seem to have any effect on them. Emmanuel, your turn.
This one's just sitting there, right?
Yep, he's not doing anything.
Okay. And which one did she aim the ray at?
I believe this one.
Okay, so both of them have now say spells don't work for some reason, which is annoying. Let's see, get there by movement, so I will move to here.
Mhm.
I'll try a Sacred Flame,
Okay.
because that's... He needs to make a dexterity save,
Mhm.
if it works, of 13 or higher.
Yep. So you go ahead and you cast your Sacred Flame, and it has no effect on the creature.
Okay.
The creature then decides to take a step forward towards Ben and swing with his mangled, slimy claw.
Oh.
Could be worse. That could be for damage.
Okay, hits Ben for a total of 13 damage, seriously injuring
Oh my
him.
goodness. Wow.
Who's got 10 damage?
13, me.
Oh my god, I'd be dead from that.
Go ahead and
Rowan haven't healed. Oh no.
go ahead. You all long rest. Oh yeah, Rowan didn't long rest. So Golurk, your turn.
I'm just gonna shot to shoot him again.
Okay.
Same as.
Okay,
balls.
you fire back an arrow. You hit. You hit straight away. Go ahead, roll for damage.
Payback.
You hit him for another 7 damage. Once again, the arrow lodges into his like slimy skin and it forces him to take a step back. So go ahead, roll again. Natural 20.
Yeah.
You this time you're ready with your precise aim. You've let go of the arrow. Double on the roll. That's 6. So that's 9 damage you hit him for.
Oh, I got them.
Right, now he's seriously injured. You can tell that he's pretty injured. It's at this moment that the other one decides to jump in and join the battle. It takes a giant leap and lands over here next to you, Aman.
Okay.
Malvar, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm raged up. Alright, so let's go for this one. Here.
Mhm.
So
Your rage, you're currently in frenzy as well.
Oh, so if this one misses, I can just do it again as well.
Frenzy is you get an extra attack.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, but your reckless means you get advantage, but they also get advantage.
Do you want to reckless or not?
Yeah, okay, let's reckless.
Okay.
Attack.
So when you make your first
Oh,
attack
advantage.
on your turn, you can declare to reckless attack, giving you an advantage with a melee weapon that rolls strength. So go ahead and roll.
So roll
So I roll.
twice.
Alright. So,
14 plus what's your bonus? 5. That hits.
okay.
So go ahead and attack.
Nice. Alright. God, what dice do I have to roll?
D20 to see. Not D20. Sorry, 2d6 plus 3 for your greatsword.
And then it's
D6.
plus 2 for strength, so it's plus 5.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that again.
That's 6. That's 4. That's 10 plus 3, 13 damage.
Plus 2 for rage.
Plus 2 for rage, 15 damage. So you swing with your greatsword, slicing its leg off, and it's currently it lets out a mighty scream as blue blood just goes flying everywhere. Artemisia, it's your turn.
You can attack.
Oh, you can you gonna attack again with your bonus?
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
do that.
go ahead.
Do I have advantage on this as well?
No.
No, it's only for your
That's
first.
just a first attack.
Okay, so 1d20.
Whoops, I didn't mean to- Yeah, that hits.
Oh. Okay, and now 2d6 plus 3.
The real MVP. Christ.
Oh, I need to add a 2 on.
Yeah,
my
so
rage
that's
as well.
that's 10, but then plus 2, so that's 12.
Okay.
Nice job, Aaron.
Well played.
Finally getting to the. This is what your class is, level 3.
It's
so-
at this moment that the this one decides to take a step forward again and attack Ben.
Oh goodness.
Is it my turn?
After this one attack, he tries to swing at you but misses. Artemisia, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go for the one that's trying to attack you guys
Mhm.
with my same redirecting my same spell.
Okay.
The spells don't work. You're not gonna try something else.
Wait, spells don't work. None of them. I thought just because I was missing.
We'll see what happens with this one.
Yeah, go on, try it. Yeah.
You rolled a 19. You try and refocus the ray for the 3rd time, but again, it just seems to dissipate off the body of the giant toad-like
I
creature.
just wasn't rolling high enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
now
guys,
we
if I
know for
can't
certain.
if I can't cast spells, I'm useless because I can't do anything else.
Have a dagger or anything.
I don't know if I even have any weapons, and sorry, I have a quarterstaff. But if I go near this thing, I'll die. I have like 10 health.
Yeah. Do you have anything you can
I think
cast
just-
on us?
Pardon?
Do you have anything you can cast on us that would like help us out?
Oh, that's why I should
I
have done.
can mend any object. I can cast shield, but I think that's on myself.
Mm. Oh well, go and hide.
Emmanuel, it's your turn.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I shall cast Bless
Okay.
because that's a buff instead of attacking people. I should have done that earlier.
So okay, you bless. Who are you blessing? I'm guessing the other
Um,
three.
Malva, Golurk, and
Okay.
Artemisia, just to keep her
That's
out of
fine.
danger.
Yep, that's fine. All of you now have bless.
Yeah.
What does that do?
So that's basically whenever you do an attack or a saving throw, you can add a d4 to the number.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then I'm just gonna like
Are you gonna move or not?
turn.
Okay.
He's in my like area, isn't he?
Yes.
So I'll just stand here,
Okay.
so he
It's-
can't move out of it without getting
Yep.
attacked.
At this moment, he tries to swing at you, Amon.
Okay.
So he swings with his slimy paw towards you and hits. Oh, I rolled a. Wait, was it? Yeah, that was correct. Okay, so he hits you, and he hits you, your armor with his slimy paw. Hits you for 5 damage.
Okay.
Golurk, your turn.
So which one's more visibly more damaged of the two?
From what you can tell, this one is because his like back leg has been sliced off. He's pretty more damaged.
Okay, I'll go for the other one then.
Okay. So you're going for this one? Go ahead and roll. Okay, you try and get another arrow.
Plus
and
7, right? Plus 7.
Plus 7, and it flings by him. The
Oh,
creature.
okay.
What's the
This
plus
moment,
7?
the creature tries to attack you again. Then
Oh, nightmare.
it misses. Wait, what's your armor class? Yeah.
13.
The creature hits you.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, he hits you for a total of 7 damage.
Oh, dear.
So he swipes at you, and once again, he's really starting to hurt you now,
Oh, dear.
causing physical damage. Malva, your turn. He was currently in a frenzied rage.
Ooh. Okay. So let's start with attacking this one over here.
Which one?
That's like 20 plus 5. The one on the top.
Okay. Have you rolled? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I saw it.
Well,
19, that
actually,
hits. Once again, swing with your
Okay.
big greatsword.
I swing 2d6 plus 3. Let's add them plus 5 because of plus 2 from range.
Mm-hmm. You you swing at this one, hitting it for a total of 13 damage. It is extremely weak now, and you can see that it's on the verge of dying. You have a bonus action as well.
Okay, so let's bonus attack the one below me now.
Okay.
So that's a d20 plus 5.
So as you try and swing for the one below, you just about whiff your swing, and your greatsword gets stuck into the ground. This one turns to you, Rowan.
Yeah.
And tries to attack you. What's your armor class? 14. That hits.
Oh.
It hits you for a total of 5 damage. He swings with his paw and just grazes you, really. Doesn't do too much damage to you. Go ahead, Artemisia, it's your turn.
Can I move and cast a spell on the same turn?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move slightly back.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Firebolt at this tree here, hoping that it'll fall on this guy that's next to it.
Love it. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, genius.
I want you to roll what's your wisdom, isn't it? Wait, no, intelligence for a
I think I'm +4 wisdom and intelligence. Wait, +2 wisdom, +2 intelligence.
Go ahead and roll with a +2 for me then. You strike the tree. The tree it basically falls onto this one here, dealing roll a d10 for me. Okay, dealing 2 damage to it. And and it can't move because there's a giant branch on it, so currently it won't be able to move. It can attack, but it can't move out of that position. Go ahead. Emmanuel, your turn.
Can I have some heals? Please. For the long range attacker, I always seem to be taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'll use my Channel Divinity.
Okay.
That's only a short rest. So it's creatures can regain 15 health.
Whoa. Thanks.
That's the total, so I give it to Ben.
23.
Go ahead. Go ahead and heal.
Is that taking your go?
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm
Oh,
in.
thank you.
So on its last legs, the one up here tries to
People still have
swing
less,
at
by
Ben.
the way. Well, they have less anymore because that would have used it.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I need to remind
19.
people about that.
That hits. So Ben, on its last legs, this dying toad tries to attack you.
Oh, of course it does.
It hits you for 11 damage.
Oh my god, thank god you healed.
Golak, your turn.
Right, it's gonna have to be. I mean, how dead is it? Is it worth using an arrow? That's the question, isn't it? Oh no, I only have a.
No, you still have.
Thank you so much for the raid,
Channel Divinity didn't
guys.
say
I
concentration,
appreciate it.
So you'd still have less.
Okay.
Okay, 17, that hits. So, what was this with? Your shot?
arrow,
Your
yeah.
arrow, okay.
Yeah.
You fire back, whoom, strikes it directly in the heart, and you can see the life leaving the toad's eyes as it dies.
Oh, that's sad.
Is this the toad under the tree is dead?
No, it's the other one.
Okay.
This one's still trapped under the tree. It kind of tries to turn over to Aman and goes for a last-ditch attack while it's trapped under the tree. And it just completely misses. It can't get the range to hit him. Malvar, it's your turn.
Oh. I choose to recklessly attack.
You have advantage.
So I roll 2 d10s.
Do 20s.
Oh yeah, d20s.
You can add a d4 to your highest one.
So 11 was your highest. Add a d4.
Okay. Let me
And bless.
Wait, is that still active?
Yeah, a Channel Divinity isn't concentration.
Okay.
Checked.
That's 2, so 11, that's 12. 13 plus, what was your bonus? 5.
Yeah.
That hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Cannot wait. What was it? 2 d6s?
Mhm.
Plus 5 because of the range.
6, 5. So that's 16. Rowan, how do you want to finish him?
Oh, so what is he? He's like this toe. Oh, okay. Does he have like a big open mouth?
He does, yeah.
Is that kind of like lodge the greatsword in and then like, what is it like? Just saw it off.
Yeah. So you grab your greatsword and you lodge it directly into its mouth, and then you start like cutting, and so it kind of cuts the middle of the jaw. And so you literally slice this creature's jaw in half, and it kind of opens up and falls. There's like this blue-green blood everywhere. Yeah, so there you go.
Just a Mortal Kombat finish.
So Lance walks over to examine the dead bodies, and he notices that in the mouths and inside these creatures there is like loads and loads of jellyfish.
What?
Finally got my jellyfish.
Are they alive?
No, they're very much dead.
Does it matter if they're alive or not? We should have
Alright,
found that.
no, I don't think.
At least we know there's jellyfish in the lake now.
We need to take them, don't we, to
Yeah.
Maya?
The woman. Are there any lodestones?
You'd have to look
Well,
around.
If
Can I
everyone
look
who's
around
injured
for
will
some-
gather around, I'll like heal people.
While Emmanuel's healing people, can I look for lodestones?
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception for me, or investigation, your choice.
Alright, I'll do. We're gonna be here for a little while. I'll spend 10 minutes and I'll cast the Prayer of Healing. So, up to 6 creatures that I can see. So, us 3, essentially. Regain 2d8 plus 7 health.
2d8 plus 7. Wow.
Yeah.
Eat.
Let me roll that.
You rolled a 7. Okay. As you look around, you
Everyone gets 19 health.
Nice. As you look around, Evie, you managed to find something that could be a small, like, magnetic stone, which is the kind of thing you're looking for. So you managed to find 1 lodestone. The others,
That's not chopping from the tree. All right.
because you just finished a fight, Rowan, you're currently exhausted, so you're suffering level 1 exhaustion.
Oh no.
Am I strong enough to cut down any trees? Because I'm not injured.
You can all roll strength to try.
I should
My
be strong
strength
enough.
is negative.
Shall I take the axe off of Rowan?
Good.
I mean,
Let me
Rowan
have
can
the axe.
attempt to, but because he's suffering level 1 exhaustion, he
Yeah.
has disadvantage on all rolls.
Oh, it's still worth a try then.
Yeah, let me try it.
So, exhaustion level 1 does what exactly?
It's disadvantage on all like skill checks and attack rolls, I believe. So
Okay.
So,
You can
what do
try
I
it.
roll to try?
Oh,
yeah.
how much strength do you have? 16. I have 15, so I'm not that far behind. If you trust me with it, or if you just want to do it, I can give you guidance.
But can't I just hand it to everyone to get some logs?
you can, yeah.
Yeah, but let
How
me
many
have a go
logs
at
do
it.
we think would be able to safely carry
Yeah.
back?
You'd probably be able to carry a good, like, I would say, in one arm you could probably carry about 2 big logs, so you can carry about 4 each.
Okay. So I'll find a decent enough tree. I'll have a go. Swing the axe.
Do I still need to roll to see if I'm strong enough?
Yes.
I wasn't expecting to be strong enough.
Plus, what's that, Ben?
Nothing.
Okay,
Just
10.
0.
You're able to you get the axe off of Rowan. You managed to chop down 2 logs, so you managed to get about 2. You're able to hold 2.
Just a strength check, bruh.
What do I add on?
Aman, as you try and chop down, a piece of wood flings off and flings into your eye. hurting you. So you figure that one log is more than enough to carry.
Okay.
Go
I'll
ahead.
Just go around whenever anyone tries.
Aman, go ahead and take 1 damage.
Okay. I just healed myself. Okay.
Rowan,
Do I roll 2d20s?
you roll 2d20s and take the lowest.
I'll give him guidance, so he gets a D4 added onto
Okay.
whatever.
So your lowest is 6. Add a d4 onto that.
Okay. Okay.
So you
And
roll
then
an
it's
8 plus 3, so that's 11.
Good.
You through your exhaustion, you managed to chop down some trees and you managed to get 2 logs.
Okay.
Guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's it. I just think we need to just grab some of the jellyfish then, and
Yeah.
then head back.
So Lance reaches into one of these dead toads and just pulls out like a handful of like these just disemboweled jellyfish.
Yeah.
We have like
Put them in a
some
bag.
way to carry them. Yeah, we have
Yeah.
like backpacks and stuff.
Yeah, if you want to use one of your pouches to carry them, then
So how many logs do we have each?
you have 2. No, I mean sorry, Aman, you have 1. The other 2 have 2 each.
Yeah.
So you got 5 logs.
Sorry, say that again. You kind of broke out.
Oh, sorry. So you have 5 logs altogether.
Okay. Plus some jellyfish. Cool.
Yeah.
I need to remember to like start blessing people before we fight.
Yeah, that's good. That.
So
quite
Artemisia
often
is
you-
currently looking for lodestones. What do you guys want to do in this marsh area?
I mean, it's taken 10 minutes for me to cast that one.
Yeah, so
spell.
you're here for a good like 10 minutes, so you're here for a while.
10 minutes more.
Pardon?
We're here for another 10 minutes.
You're here for a while because Artemisia is looking for lodestones.
Okay.
We'll have a look
I'll
around
look
here,
down.
see what we can see. If there's any footprints of any animals or like something
Yeah.
we could track, maybe. I don't know.
I'll do a detect magic while I'm here as well.
Okay.
What was that?
So
Oh yeah, gotta do that first. Yeah.
what you realize is when you use your detect magic to feel the magic around in the area, there is a certain lack of magic in 2 specific locations, and those locations are the dead bodies of these toads.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's almost as
Can
if it's
I-
the sort of same magic resistance you felt earlier when you were in the cavern and couldn't use your dark vision.
Can I analyze it somehow, or like try and learn more about it, or we could
Give me a sec.
take a little like fragment of them with us to see.
You're welcome to like cut a bit off it.
I might go for a wee as well. Whatever else is going.
Do you
might
want
as
to go
well.
take a break for like 5 minutes?
I'll just be a sec.
All right. Since everyone's like gone, we can take a small
Right,
break.
Rob.
You're right, Rowan.
I'm gonna play with my bird on there, by the way.
Okay.
Well,
Good.
yeah.
So the bird is kind of flying around you, and you guys are just chilling. You're like throwing things, and the bird's like trying to play with you and stuff. You're giving it attention.
I feel like this bird was a really good investment. I'm glad I skipped on the long rest.
Good. Yeah, it will grow up and gain more features as well. So, You can do
How
more
long do
later.
they usually take?
pardon?
How long do they usually take to grow up?
I mean, it's currently, I would say, about 3 months old, and they normally reach adulthood at about 1 or 2 years old. So a little while, like a few months.
Wow.
It'll be. Yeah, Bitey the bird.
What's happened?
Rowan's just playing with his bird.
Okay. Can I use my dagger
Mhm.
and I'll like cut off a bit of its flesh,
Okay, sure.
take it to Maya, see if she can analyze why it's so lacking
Sure.
in magic. So it's a frog, not a mimic.
It's like it's a giant toad.
Okay.
I saw this guy. He got like a whole like container of frog spawn, and like he started like growing them, and then like, it got so big he had to like go and upgrade in the container. but like you have to occupy the pulse off of it.
Huh.
I'm thinking
Wow.
when they all like grow up, there'll be so many frogs.
Yeah.
It'll be an absolute menace to the neighborhood.
Yeah, they do look like mimics actually. Now that I notice. Right, so Rowan is currently just playing with Bitey. You've decided to cut off a bit of the flesh of these creatures to bring back to Maya to
it's
analyze.
Curiously magic resistant or void, whatever
Mhm.
creatures.
So Lance decides to inspect the bodies.
The detect magic didn't come up with anything else, did it?
No, that's it. The rest of the place seems kind of normal. It's very low magic level, but it's like it's got a background magic level sort of thing. You can kind of feel it. Lance tries to investigate the body, and what he notices is that as he sort of like looks at them, there's like a fresh like slice mark in both of their heads in exactly the same spot above there, and it looks like it's been sewed over. So Lance points this out to you. He says, "Hey, come here. Have a look at this."
Okay. Can I then just like, is it like stitched together?
Yeah, it's like
Like,
stitched.
so like a weird to like cut the stitches.
What stitch? Sorry, I missed that.
Like on its head, there's like a cut that's been like stitched together.
On the toad.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna like cut the stitch and just see what happens.
Alright, so you cut the stitches and then the sort of it slices open.
Is it like into its brain or something?
I know you want me to reach in there, but you
I
have mage
think
hands,
this
you
is
can
what
just do
you're
that.
waiting for. You put the hand in.
Go on, reach in.
So you're all looking at each other like, I'm not going to reach in, I don't want to
Roll
reach in
into
there.
it.
Yeah, I just jumped in.
I
Shook my
can
hand.
cast my spell to reach in.
Ah, yeah.
That's what I was waiting for.
Should I cast Mage Hand?
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. I'm not going in there.
You go ahead and you cast Mage Hand. So a hand forms and you try and reach into this sort of groove, but obviously it's very magic resistant, so the hand kind of dissipates as it tries to enter the body.
I step aside and let Malva go ahead.
Yeah, I just had to say, what are you guys waiting for? And shove my hand in there.
Okay, so Malvo basically shoves you aside and just fearlessly puts his hand into the head of this creature, and what he feels is squidgy brains, but a giant portion of the brains is clearly missing. Like half of a big chunk of the brain, where you would expect there to be brain, is missing.
Does anyone ever know anything about brains? Anyone studied brains before?
I've decent in medicine. Can do a medicine check. And
Go
see
for
if
it.
I would know.
Go for it. Okay. So, yeah, from your medicine knowledge, you know that a lot of creatures can be lobotomized by taking off parts of their brain to make them like just completely dead or half dead. So a lot of creatures have been known, or a lot of like people who experimented with creatures have noticed that they're very easy to control if you remove parts of their brain.
Yeah, so this was done artificially to control these creatures. These aren't the same types of creatures that we've been sent to fight, are they?
I mean, you don't know, but Lance says no.
Like, you know, like large slimy creatures that emerge from the water. There were two of them.
Lance says, no, I'm sure that the beast that we're trying to fight is a large singular beast, I'm sure.
Okay.
So he's adamant that
But
these
we've
aren't it.
heard about
I think
these
these are the
creatures before.
beasts that the woodcutter was talking about.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
about why he doesn't come here anymore. So we can say that we've slain him. So he can come and get more wood on his own now.
Should probably tell him that after we sell him the wood.
Yeah, after we So anything else we need from here then?
That's right, I don't think so.
Can you eat jellyfish?
Yeah, you can attempt to, Rowan.
That one
I
I
don't-
well, to be honest.
Yeah, let me try a handful of them.
So you take some of the jellyfish out of the toad's mouth and put it into yours. Artemisia and the rest of everyone is just looking at you disgusted at what you just did, and you just munch on them and just swallow them. Just like, that's pretty good.
That's a meal for today. I love this class.
All right. So what are you doing? Lance asks, what do we want to do now?
I mean, if you've got the logs and the jellyfish, that's all we need from here.
Yeah, and Evie got a lodestone as well, right? Is that for a spell?
I can't even remember what the lodestone is for at this point. I just remember I wanted one.
Yeah, nor me. Is it a spell requirement, probably?
I can't remember if I needed it for a spell or if it was for Maya.
I'm sure we can go and ask her if she wanted a lodestone.
Is this one still under a burning tree?
Yeah, it's the tree isn't burned anymore, but that's definitely there. Like, there's a charred log above it.
Okay. I was gonna say burn the bodies.
Can I say a prayer for the frogs before we leave?
Go ahead and roll religion.
I will join her in this.
Go ahead and roll religion with advantage.
That didn't go very well.
But you have advantage, so you can roll it again.
Oh.
Okay. So you say a short prayer for these dead creatures, and you in a way you feel sorry for what they've had to go through. That's all.
Yeah, it's not really my goddess's
No, yeah.
area, but I'll help if she's praying.
Right. So you guys heading off?
Yeah, I think that's it. We head back to
Okay.
town then.
So you head back to the city of Heimstead after defeating those toads. Lance says that where are we heading now?
I think
Should go to
Lumberjack
the-
first.
Twin Timbers just here, right? So,
Yeah.
and then I'd like to buy some more arrows from the market before we leave as well.
Yeah, we're all carrying big logs, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we drop
Yeah.
the logs off.
Okay. So you enter Twin Timbers, and the same lumberjack that was there before greets you. He's like, "Oh, adventurers! I see you've brought wood. What is it? Do you mind if I have a look?"
Yeah, you.
Of course, you
have to
requested.
get some wood. Lend us
Yeah.
your axe.
So you hand back his axe. So Rowan, go ahead and remove that axe if you put it in your inventory. He takes a look at the wood. He's like, "This is the elven wood I've been looking for. How did you manage to get this?"
You say, do you want to ask for payment first? Or...
Yeah, didn't we agree that you would pay us for the logs?
He says, "Yeah, I mean, I did indeed. That's 10 gold per log. So there's 5 here, so that's 50 gold. Here you go." Then hands you 50 gold pieces.
Cool.
So go ahead. I don't know how you want to split that, but go ahead and add 50 gold pieces to your.
Should we?
Provided.
I won't take any because I feel that it would be dishonoring the frogs. So you guys can split it between you guys.
Lance decides not to take any because he literally didn't fight.
Lance is not taking any anyway.
I was going to say, I wasn't ever thinking of giving Lance any. I hadn't even thought about it. So that's 16 each plus 2. I'm very happy to just take 16.
Okay.
Yeah, and me and mine just split one.
Me and Rowan get 17 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And then we'll say thank you for your... So can we ask again about these creatures that stopped you from going there yourself?
Yeah, he was like, "Did you encounter them? They're these giant, like, toad-looking creatures. I couldn't stay there long because they tried to attack me."
the two of them in that small lake by the.
Yeah, those are the ones. That's exactly it.
You don't believe you'll have to worry about those anymore.
And so he says, well, you slayed them.
Yes, it was difficult, but not too difficult for our party.
So he looks at all of you and goes, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
No problem. In the meantime, do you have any charcoal?
He says, well, I mean, I don't currently have one, but anywhere you find burning wood or anything, you'll be able to pick up some charcoal easily.
Oh, damn it.
Seeing Brown got his pet, I'm like, I want to do my Find Familiar spell.
He's not a familiar.
Yeah.
Just yet.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be there ready for you to go back now, though I'd suggest maybe bringing at least one other person with you, just in case.
I really thank you, adventurers. You've helped me so much.
Cool. And then, anything else from here we need?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we had, like, through the market and then...
Yeah, I would like to buy some arrows from the market if we can find
You're
someone
gonna
that
go
sells.
Yeah, there was the person from last time that you bought them from.
Oh, did I?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Can I, hello, I'd like to buy some more arrows, please.
Oh yeah, no
Well-
problem. So we've actually got a lot of these arrows on sale now. I'm trying to offload these. I'm trying to move. So, let's have a look. And he looks around. He says, "Okay, we have these special arrows that do more damage. They're pretty nice. I'll give you 2 gold piece per arrow.
How much more damage do they do?
So these are ammunition plus 1s.
Interesting. So it's like plus 1 damage,
It's
basically.
like your longbow plus 1. It will give you like a plus 1 bonus.
Sweet, yeah, I'll take... Ooh. I'll take 20, please.
All right, that's 40 gold pieces, please.
No problem.
Okay, so yeah, he hands you the arrows that he has, and he has 20, so he gives them to you and takes the gold off of you. Says thank you for shopping with me.
No, thank you. Brilliant.
You guys think it'd be worth it for me to try and find like a dragonfly shield or something? And I can.
I mean, it's not...
This is a RuneScape run. What do you think this is?
Seems highly specific for small.
I thought for sure that.
Yeah, I thought it would be as well.
Well, some like I don't know, some dragon resistant. Oh, no, it wouldn't make sense for me to put an armor because then I'll lose my plus 10 armor thingy.
Yeah, Rowan, why don't you go and DDS spec the dragon? I dare you. All right.
Anybody drop dragon claws?
Yeah. All right. So yeah, what are you doing in the market then? What are you guys gonna look for while you're here?
I just want to go and find my dragon book.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
I
get
don't
some
think
more?
we could
Yeah.
need anything else from here. So I say that's it. We head towards Maya then.
Okay. So you head towards. Oops. You head towards Maya, and you enter Maya's shop. Let's go. And Maya sees you all, and she's like, "Oh, adventurers! I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been?"
Been good.
Boy, do we have a story for you, Maya.
I just walk up to the table and put the jellyfish down without saying
Yeah,
anything.
we
So you just walk
give
over, you
all
just
the jellyfish that we
drop
have.
the jellyfish onto the table. She's like, "Oh, thank you so much for getting these. I really needed these." And then she says, "As promised, here is your reward." And so what she does is she hands you the book that you've been waiting for,
Oh, nice.
and hands you 25 gold as well.
Sick.
Do you want to ask her about the lodestone or what that was for? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna say, did you also ask for a lodestone?
And she looks at you and says, "I don't remember asking for a lodestone, but they are quite useful in a lot of spells."
I can't remember. I must have needed it for something. I'll just keep it.
yeah.
can I take out this bit of flesh and say, do you sense anything weird from this?
She looks at it and goes, "What on earth is that? What creature is that from?"
We came across some large toads while we were heading towards a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
I interrupt angrily and say that someone had lobotomized them.
Yep. So,
They also seemed invulnerable to any magic cast at it.
Yeah, so she looks at you very like confused. She's like, "You said they were resistant to magic, and somebody had lobotomized them."
Yes, any forms of magic we tried to cast directly at it seemed to dissipate.
Yeah. So she looks at you and goes, "Okay, I think these creatures that you came across, I think is the work of somebody who's trying to control them. I'd be very wary because they seem to have quite strong magical power if they were able to completely nullify any magic attacks."
Can I ask who would do this? Does she know of anyone in the town who's capable of doing this?
She says no. I mean, I'm the most powerful wizard for miles, so I really am unsure.
Can I run like a check to see if she's lying?
Go ahead and roll insight.
I'm feeling so shit today.
I've been having internet problems as well, to be honest. Everything's just been...
Did you roll that 4? Is that what you just did?
Yeah, I'm saying
Okay.
I'm rolling really shit today.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's an 8. From what you can tell, she isn't lying, and she's very, very like she believes that she is the strongest wizard for a long, long way. Not many people would mess with Maya, so.
I think I'm gonna have a flick through the dragon book.
Okay.
Oh yeah, nice.
Okay, so this book details like lots of information that is known about dragons and dragons in ancient times. It'll take you a little while to read because it's quite a big book.
What time of day is it?
Right now, you're looking at about 3 p.m.
Okay.
Close
Can I
to
go
the
on that? Oh no, I did that this morning, didn't I, with my criminal geezer?
We can go look for the rings. That's all that outstanding.
They're not
Do what,
rings, they're
sorry?
gems.
No chance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are in a different town though. They
We
left
talked
town
about-
headed south, back towards Hammerfell.
Should we talk to Lance about what he thinks we should do next about the beast? Because we're sort of at a bit of a dead end on that, aren't we? I
Yeah,
don't
which would be
remember.
the next place that we head towards.
Oh, are we carrying on in the same direction? Okay.
I mean, depends. If we're heading towards where this beast is said to be, which direction would we be going?
He says, well, we can we can check the farmlands, but I think the farmlands are off limits to the general public now because of how dangerous it is there. Alternatively, given that your scroll has talked about something to do with Hammerfell, potentially there's something there. I don't know. I don't mind.
Is that not where we started?
Yeah,
Okay.
go head back
Yeah, head back to Hammerfell then. Yeah.
and then
maybe.
look for those jewels as well. Anything we need from this town then, we'll stay another night in the inn,
Yeah.
which I think would be our last night anyway.
It is, yeah.
Did we pay for like 3 nights?
You did. You paid for
Yeah.
3 nights in advance.
Spend some time there, finish attuning to this ring that I have.
Yeah,
And
that's a
then
good shout.
tomorrow head back towards Hammerfell. We'll let the
Yeah.
Queen know that we're headed that way. And we still have the official seals that she gave us. So
Oh yeah.
anything Evie needs from Maya while we're here.
Sorry, I was on mute because I'm eating nachos. I don't know.
So Evie, it'll take you a good night to read that book and to flick through
Yeah,
it
I
and
kind
really
of just want
understand
to
it.
sit
So
and flick through it and
That's
see
fine.
if anything comes up.
okay, sweet. So you guys are gonna take a rest in the tavern then, I assume.
Yep.
Lance looks at you and goes, "Good, I need a drink after today," and walks out towards the tavern.
I'm gonna spend some time attuning to the ring. Hopefully get that finished.
So when you head back, Totty is lying on a different table. Where are you guys? There you are. Okay.
Evie's already here.
So
I'm in a bad mood after the frog, so I go off and sit on my own.
yeah, that's okay. Lance decides to join you and says, "What's got you in a bad mood?"
I don't want to talk to Lance. I just look up at him really annoyed, and then
Go
look
back
back down at my book without acknowledging him.
So he takes the hint and walks away, and he heads to the bar. He's like, "I'll have 2 hobgoblin ales, please," to the barman. The barman accepts and gives it to him. What about the rest of you? What do you guys want?
I will have 1 ale, then I go find like a quiet corner to sit and attune.
Okay, that's 1 gold piece, Rowan.
I have ales. Can you hear me?
What did you
Yep,
say,
yep.
Rowan?
I can have 2 ales.
2 ales. That's 2 gold pieces.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so he hands you your ales. Ben, what are you having?
Yeah, I like one as well. I can have a look around and see if there's anyone in the bar that I know, like an old friend or anything like that from my past. Anyone I want to just to catch up with and a chat.
There's no one specifically from your past, but you can have a look and talk to people, whoever you want in the bar.
Yeah, I'll just go around and socialise with some new
Okay.
people, see if I can make some friends.
Okay. So Golak is going to socialize. Emmanuel is going to attune. Artemisia is reading her book, and Malva is getting piss drunk. Seems about right. Lance. We'll start off with that. Lance is joining you, Rowan. So you're drinking and decide. So tell me about yourself. I don't know anything about you.
I tell him I'm on a quest to kill all dwarfs.
He laughs and goes, "But you're a dwarf."
I tell him it's a long story.
Well, we got time.
Well, I'll start off by telling him about how I fathered a giant son,
Mm-hmm.
and due to that, I've been kicked out of the dwarf community.
He looks at you and says, "Well, I can see how you'd be annoyed at that, but they are your kind."
I'll tell him your kind doesn't turn their back on you.
He nods and he's like, "I understand. That's fair enough." So Ben, we'll move over to you now. Golak.
So I'm just having a chat with these guys in the corner, these 2 blue lads. Are they men or women? I can't really tell.
They're Ben. Ben. They're men.
I'm just asking about themselves, what they're doing, why they're in Homestead.
So
You
yeah.
have a zoom in your top right of the thing, by the way. You can zoom in.
Oh yeah, nice one. Oh yeah, there's me just like this. Yeah, just having a nice how's it going? Who are you?
So they tell you of the adventure they had to get here. So they're from Hammerfell initially, and they were looking for some adventure. They were quite bored. They're too young, like men, and so they were like, "Well, we decided to come and investigate this beast to see what we could find." We slipped past the guards and got into the farmlands, and it was pretty interesting.
Oh, tell me more. What did you see?
Well, one of them says, it like kind of leans in close to you. It's like, "Well, you can't tell anyone, but I think I know what this beast is."
Oh, pray tell.
He looks at you and goes, "I think it's a giant lion." And then the other guy looks and he goes, "It's definitely not a giant lion. It's obviously a giant leopard." And then they begin arguing over what it could potentially be.
But you both agree that it's a big cat, or at least something with 4 legs.
We think so based on the footprints, but it's very difficult to tell.
And did you see it? Did you see any? Was it furry? Like, did you see it?
We didn't see any creature, but all we found was footprints that led to the farmlands, and then carcasses of dead animals with like slice marks in it that looked like they came from the bite of a big like cat.
Interesting. Did you follow the tracks to see where it went?
We did, but the tracks sort of disappeared. They just stopped.
It's a shame. Do you know in what direction were they leading?
Well, when you go to the farmlands, head into the fields. That's where they were, but they seem to just disappear on and off. So we've been there 2 days, and the first day we saw some footprints, but then the second day we had completely separate footprints that were different in different places. So who knows?
How far are the farmlands from here?
Not too far, about an hour's walk. You probably get to the farmlands, but I think the guards have heavily blocked it off. So I don't think that's why we're here. I don't think we'll be able to get back in.
Okay. How did you slip in? What did you do?
Well, it wasn't initially so heavily guarded, so it was very easy to just distract one of the guards that were there, and just slip past him. But now it's quite heavily guarded. I think they know that people have been investigating the area, so they don't want people to go there.
Well, thank you for sharing the information with me. That's really
no problem at all. It's good to see you. What are you doing here?
I'm also interested in this beast.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, thank you. I might if I ever see you again someday, I'll let you know if we're successful.
They nod and they're like, please do, please do. So you all are long resting now, aren't you? Is that what you're gonna spend your time doing?
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, if we've done my like achievement for a while.
Okay. So all of you.
I wanted to run some things through, like looking through this book, looking for specific information. Like I wanted to look specifically to see if there's any information on green dragons and black dragons, and how to deal with them, like what they like. Okay.
So okay, go ahead and long rest. So press the long rest button, and in the morning we'll go through everything, because you're going to be meditating throughout the night, so we'll talk about what you see.
I'm going to leave. Sorry.
Okay. Make sure you hit that long rest button. So Evie, the book tells you of lots of different types of dragons. The Draconic family was like very, very big. They had lots of different types of dragons, like metallic dragons, chromatic dragons, and like there's lots of different types, gem dragons. But it doesn't really tell you about specific like colors, but it tells you about different types.
Surely, does chromatic not just mean colored?
Well, it is colored, but it's multicolored, so they can be like any color.
Does it have information about dragons in general and what to do when you face them?
Well, it tells of dragons being powerful creatures that like have a very, very long lineage.
Yeah.
When you come across a dragon, it depends very much on the type of dragon, of what their temperament is going to be. So there are like dragons that don't tend to attack very quickly, depending on what type of dragon they are, but there are others that are extremely aggressive.
Does it say which kind of dragon is the most aggressive?
It tells you that it depends on the types, but they say that if you come across a metallic dragon, they're normally good. They'll normally
is a metallic dragon like gold or silver?
Typically, you'll find them looking like they're like metal, so yeah, silverish looking. Okay. Their scales look metal. And they're good, typically. They wouldn't hurt people for no, like, reason. But the chromatic dragons, the ones that are different colors, they're known to be evil or, like, very, very, like, bad. They will aggress on anyone that kind of steps on their territory.
Our dragons into the waterfall are evil dragons.
Most likely, yeah.
Typical, like, metallic are good, chromatic are bad.
Yeah.
So our dragons are bad?
From what you can tell.
Does it say is there any way you can not get killed by the bad dragons?
So, dragons are their typical attacks come from their like very strong sort of claws. They are very heavily armored with their scales. They often breathe like fire, And that's how they defend themselves. So if you were ever to come across a situation where you're in a fight with a dragon, they don't have very many weaknesses. However, if you needed to, their key weakness places are their eyes, which aren't covered by scales, and they never blink, so they're always like open.
Is there no way to interact with them other than killing them?
You can speak to dragons. Dragons speak Draconic, and if you can understand what they're saying, then you can often get a sort of feel for like who they are as a dragon, as a creature.
If we bring them like an animal, will that make any difference?
It depends. Like dragons, they're omnivorous. They'll eat pretty much anything.
When dragons try to kill us, is it because they want to eat us, or just for this fun?
It's difficult to tell. You need to know. You don't know what the intention is behind what the dragon's doing.
Does anyone?
Pardon?
No, I think no. Good.
What did you say?
Does anyone speak Draconic?
No, but I have that spell that I can cast where I can understand languages.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if that means that I can speak it back. If I can only understand what's being said to me.
Yeah, with comprehend languages, for the duration that you cast it, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. So basically, if you hear or read anything, then you can understand it sort of...
But I can't say anything back.
No. I don't
And
think
dragons can't understand us talking to them.
It depends. Some dragons, obviously, in ancient times, did speak common and did speak other languages, but those dragons didn't seem to.
So we basically haven't found out any useful information about the dragons under the waterfall.
Keep looking, because keep reading the book. I think you might.
Yeah. Is there any information in the book about specifically about this area and dragon history from this area?
So you skip over to the history chapter, and it tells you that there used to be a family of chromatic dragons that is native to this valley. Because of the high mountain, the Gral'nor Valley used to be like kind of a resting place for a lot of dragons. They used to live here and have their families here. It is said that there was an ancient battle long ago that occurred in this valley that sort of displaced a lot of dragons and made them mad.
So the dragons under the waterfall will have probably been displaced by an ancient battle.
Judging by this, yeah.
Do you reckon that's the battle from the Queen's Riddle about the guy who was something to do with the waterfall and the guy that fought everyone? Do you reckon that's linked?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Have we told the Queen about these dragons yet?
No.
No.
We should before we leave.
I feel like if anyone would know about it, it would be her.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think we should go back to the castle.
Hmm.
Aman, have you okay, so all of you long rest. It's now morning. Aman, go ahead and roll for me.
Just straight D20.
Straight D20. Okay. So after trying to attune with your ring, the ring is feeling like it's almost there. Probably one more attuning session.
Cool.
You'll
I
have it.
guess.
Yeah, no.
You gotta get those rolls, man. Yeah.
It'll be so useful once I have it.
What does it do?
It's a ring of spell storing. So I can store up to 5 levels of spell in there.
Oh wow.
And it has Magic Missile, Sleep, Healing Word, and Bless in there already. And I can cast it straight from the ring instead of from my own magic.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So essentially it's just a backup of extra spells. So I could fill it with just like healing ones. And then that's on top of all my normal ones that I have.
Yeah, that's really good. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to go and see my my contact from the town.
Before you go, Evie, go ahead and roll intelligence for me.
One sec. Sorry, I keep muting myself so you don't have to hear Harry laughing really loud.
You
He's
watching
playing
something funny?
CS:GO.
Yeah. Okay.
Playing CS:GO.
He should play Valorant, man, if you like CS.
He used to play Valorant, but he stopped playing it lately.
So there is a chapter at the end that talks about chromatic dragons specifically of your book, and it says that they have an intense weakness to specifically lava and molten sort of materials. So
Oh, where the fuck are we meant to get lava if we're underneath the waterfall? Unless we tried to dig. So we didn't even get a chance to explore the cave because of the dragons.
right, so what are you doing?
We're going to be in the tavern.
Pardon?
Is this the last time we're going to be in the tavern?
Well, for now. Because you're
I think we
heading...
should say, I think we should
Depends
say
what you're doing.
goodbye to what's his name? The
Totty.
alcoholic man.
Tati.
Oh yeah, Tossie.
Yeah.
Where is he? Oh, he's lying on the table down here.
Quite concerned about his safety. Oh my god.
So he's currently snoring. He's like... properly, like, out of it.
Should we just leave him a note? Or
I
like,
don't know if he can read. Can he read?
No, he can't read,
No.
can he? Yeah, note's useless.
okay, let's leave then. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we gonna go see the Queen before we go?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Lance says, where are we heading first before we leave for Hammerfell?
I'll go find my my contact, and then we'll go to the Queen, shall we? And you sent a letter yesterday, Mark. Have we had any reply from that yet, or no?
No, that was just to let people know. We're heading there anyway now, so...
Okay. Okay, cool.
Alright, so you go ahead and I'll move you all over to the rest in. There we go, okay. So yep. Go ahead.
Can I find my guy?
So your guy is waiting there on the side and says, you wanted info, I got it.
Oh yeah, tell me what you found out about
Okay,
the
so-
gems.
A little birdie told me that the merchant camp outside of the city is currently housing one of those gems that you're looking for.
Ah, okay.
So he says, I tried to get more information, but for some reason people are really secretive about this specifically. But man, you got to be careful.
Why?
If people are being this secretive to me, then something really big is going on. So be careful.
Ah, okay. Oh, cheers.
So he kind of walks away.
Dave. Cheers, Dave.
He nods and walks away.
We'll see you next time.
How long will it take to get to Hammerfell?
About 2 days of walking.
Okay. And where's this merchant camp?
Just outside of this town. It's like I would say a few hours walk outside of town towards Hammerfell. You went to it on the way here.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Should we just go find the Queen then, shall we?
Okay. So you head to the palace. The guards let you in happily.
Do they?
Nice one.
Once this actually loads, and you walk in.
Dead bodies of guards everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's still pretty beaten up.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we shout for the Queen.
Yeah, you all walk into the Queen So the Queen notices your presence from she's in this room and calls you over. You all meet her into this back room. She says, "What can I do for you, travelers?"
How do we even start this conversation?
Yeah.
How do you
But,
tell someone that there's two evil dragons? Why don't we start asking about the riddle that she told us?
Yeah.
What was it you told us in the end? I can't remember.
Hmm?
What was that massive long riddle? Yeah, I've got that written down.
Well, you got that from a book that you looked
Oh,
through.
okay.
What was the book called? Do you know?
You don't. It was in an ancient language, remember, and you
Okay.
can quite tell. But all you could get from, I believe it was in Celestial, that poem that you could read.
So say we've been helping out around town. Went to the swamp. Say we found these creatures. Evie jumps in, I'm assuming, and says they've been lobotomized.
The frogs. Yeah, I'm still really angry about the frogs.
Then we say they're magic resistant. None of the spells we seem to cast worked on it. But then I wanna
again. I'm gonna angrily interrupt and be like, who would have done this? Like, who do you think is responsible?
She looks and says, "We haven't had ancient magic like this in a long, long time here. Being able to control creatures is something that is was sought after by many evil people, but throughout history, but has never really been successful. So, if what you're saying is true, then we're on the brink of something very large, and I think it's very wise that we all be careful."
Can dragons do magic like this? This is just a question to you, Taya. Can dragons do magic like this?
Yeah, dragons are magical creatures. They have magic resistance. They can do that sort of thing.
Could it be that the dragons have done this to the frogs?
It's very potentially, but probably not in your mind. If they're evil dragons, then maybe.
Very like ancient dragons have that sort of intelligence.
I mean, they're actually pretty ancient. I don't know.
Well, you know from your book, Evie, that as dragons get older, they grow bigger and stronger. So.
Were these big dragons?
I mean, they were massive compared to you, so.
Yeah, they're quite
Queen,
old.
how old is the queen?
The queen, you want to ask her?
No.
She's inhuman, isn't she? Some sort of
Maybe if we say something like, has she ever known of there to be dragons living in the land?
Well, a long time ago, but not in recent memory. Definitely not in recent history. After the Great Battle.
A long time ago. Was she alive?
No, I've only ever once seen a dragon in my entire life. And I've lived a long time.
Was she ever told stories when she was a little girl about dragons?
Both my mother and father used to tell me of the ancient dragons that used to live here in this valley, and unfortunately they were displaced by human interaction.
But was there ever any rumors about where the dragons were displaced to?
Unfortunately, no. All we have is the ancient texts that we've looked at. But if what you're saying is true and you have found them, then clearly they're back.
Should we tell her where we found the dragons?
I mean, they can't escape out of there, can they?
Yeah, it's not like she can go in.
I feel like she should kind of know if she's the queen.
Yeah, she should know. I will stay in Celestial, isn't it? So non-common, so people can't really.
Okay.
And I'll say we found on our journey here, we found a large magical stone. That when we had analysed had some magical residue that was linking it to the falls nearby.
Okay.
Once we arrived there with the stone vanished under the water and unveiled a small cave entrance. Underneath that, so underneath the waterfall, there was a large cave where we found these two creatures slumbering. Along with something else behind them, but we couldn't really see. And they attacked us as we were managing to escape.
What colors were these dragons?
Black and green.
Okay, well, if you're dealing with evil like this, then I think that I need to evacuate a lot of the people around the Royal Hot Falls. I'm probably going to have to tell the guards to keep that area locked down because I don't want anybody to get hurt by this in my city. So I'll tell you what.
The cave entrance is fairly small and fairly far down. They haven't made accurate preparations. They wouldn't be able to go down there or come back out once there.
Okay.
And those creatures shouldn't be able to escape the same way we came in.
I'll give you.
Unless there's another entrance to the room, that's what I want to know.
The Relholt
Yeah,
Falls has been named so because of the ancient Relholt that was the protector of the city. We named the falls after him because it is said that once the battle was done and he lost, that is where he died.
Is his body underneath the waterfall?
His body's been lost to time, but that's said.
Wasn't there a shrine in the room under the waterfall?
Yeah.
I've been fine.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
So that could be. Well, I mean, the riddle says, so that could be where the person who had the broken stone wanted to destroy the city from, and then Relholt Falls sealed the entrance to protect people.
Do you think the falls has tried to draw the stone back in case it thought someone else was trying to destroy the city?
Because that stone was stuck there, wasn't it?
It won't move.
Where the entrance was.
It was like it was where it belonged, right? It wasn't that it was trying to escape. It was that it was returning home or something.
That's what I mean. If the waterfall was trying to take the stone off of us because it thought we were trying to destroy the city with the stone.
Yeah, but I think it's more like it's returned to where it was supposed to be. Like it was where its owner died or something like that. Like, or where it was last used or. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll mention that we've been thinking about heading towards Hammerfell.
Yeah.
Okay.
In search of these jewels.
Okay.
And for more information about this beast.
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock down the Relholt Falls, and I'll tell the guards specifically that only you four are allowed in.
Nice.
Okay. And also, if you're heading towards Hammerfell, could you pass this note on to the mayor for me? And so it's a sealed note, letter. She hands it to you. She says, "Thank you. None of my people are going there, so since you're heading there, it'd be really appreciated."
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, Amon, you now have the
Yes.
the note. So go. You can add that to your inventory. She says, "If I am to protect the city, then I need you back here to investigate this more. In the meantime, I'm going to look through the ancient files that we have for more information on this."
We'll try to return as soon as we can.
Okay. Thank you, adventurers. You've done so much for me.
Yep.
Okay, should we head off to Hammerfell then?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a couple hours towards the camp, isn't it? The first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go there first. Yeah.
Yeah, what was the thing that someone said about the camp of bandits? I've forgotten what someone said a minute ago.
It was that the merchant camp has one of the gems for sale.
Oh, okay. That's the place that we camped at on the way here.
Yeah.
How much do you reckon the gem's gonna cost?
I don't know. Do we buy it off? I don't know. We could.
That's what I mean. So if we get there, and we have to give him money for it.
Yeah.
That most of it quite nice.
Do you reckon the queen has? Do you reckon the queen has got anything that she thinks the merchants would trade with us?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we have her official seal, so we could say that we.
If you don't hand it over, we're going to come back with an army or something.
No, if you hand it over and then go with, you write a note or whatever, and for them to pass to the queen, for the queen to reimburse them or something, give them a reward for finding it.
Mm.
Never really say how much, because that's up for them to decide. But
I'm just thinking if the queen could give us something that they would be willing to swap for the gem. But I don't know.
I mean, they're all still treasures of the town.
Are they?
Aren't they?
Is the queen their leader?
Yeah. I assume so. Yeah.
I think it's a good idea, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. It's no harm in asking. So we could just say we've heard that one of your gems is for sale at the merchant stall. Although, do we want to tell her that because it came from an interesting.
That's up to you, Ben, because you're the person who came with the information.
Okay, I'll tell her. So, we've heard that one of your gems is for sale at the merchant stall, but we think he probably won't give it up very easily. Do you have anything that we could trade?
She says, well, those 3 jewels are probably the most valuable things that I own. So I don't think there's anything of equal comparable value that I have that could trade for it. But if I'm sure that if they know that I sent you, the merchants will have good faith and give it back, hopefully.
If not, do I have permission to steal it?
You have my permission.
Excellent. Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll head those 2 or 3 hours out to the camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
You so you head out to to Heimstead to begin with. So you head south to the south gate of Heimstead, where you entered, and you leave the city for the first time in a few days. Heading out, you walk for quite a few hours. You're pretty tired, and you reach the merchant cellars. A familiar face pops out and says, "Adventurers, adventurers, it's me, Mercury. How are you doing? Long time no see, long time no see. It's been so long. It's been so long."
Give him like a one-armed bro hug.
So,
Good to see
adventurers, I have plenty of things that you may want. I have weapons, armor, jewels, whatever you may need.
Tell us more about the jewels.
And
He
as
says,
is he like inviting us into the camp?
yeah.
As
So-
we're walking through the camp, can we just like have a look around, see if anybody that we didn't recognize the first time we came around? Any shady individuals?
It's the same. It's the same people. Oleg is sleeping. The other guy's just chilling, talking to himself. They're just the same people that were there before. So he says, "Well, I have these 2 jewels. They're very interesting." He pulls out a ruby and a diamond that look very familiar to you.
Both
and-
of them.
Yeah, both of them.
Wow.
And so he looks at you and goes,
Here's the one.
this diamond was given to me by a man a few days ago, and this ruby came to me just now, actually."
Can I ask what you did that he decided to give you such a large diamond for?
Well, I paid a pretty penny for it, so I thought that
What
it'd be
about the
good.
ruby? Could it be the Hammerfell ruby?
I think they both are, yeah. So, what about this ruby? How did you come across it?
The man came to me and said asked if I'd like to buy it, and obviously I was intrigued. It's the biggest ruby I've ever seen in my life, so I picked it up.
Well, it should be. I mean, it is the Hammerfell ruby. You have heard of it, yes?
He looks at you and goes, "No, I'm not sure what you mean."
Well, we've just come from Heimstead, where the Queen has noticed some gems have been stolen from the town's collection.
Mm-hmm.
3 gems: a large ruby, a large diamond, and a large sapphire.
He looks at you and says, "You're telling me that these are stolen?"
They're like breaking up for me. I can't hear
No,
you.
sorry. He looks at you and says, "You're telling me that these are stolen?"
Yes.
He looks at you and goes, "No, I don't believe it. No."
I
And
pull out the official seal that we got off the Queen.
he looks at
Say
it,
the
but then
Queen's given us these.
he puts the gems back in his bag. And he says, "No, these cost me so much money."
And say, well, if you, like, I'll say, I trust you. I insight check him first.
Okay.
Actually.
Go ahead and roll
Before I
insight.
do anything else.
Okay. From what you can tell, he's very defensive for some reason, and you can tell he's borderline. He looks very, almost different to the last time you saw him for some reason. You can't tell what's wrong, but something's definitely wrong with his demeanor.
How much did you pay for them?
Okay, I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and be like, listen, I trust you. If you take these directly to the Queen, then I'm sure she will reward you handsomely for it.
He looks at you, and he in a puff of smoke, he instantly transforms into a wolf, and he's sort of cowering around the bag, and he's kind of like, he's almost like a dog crying. He's crying, as in wolf form.
What?
Can we tell if it's still Mercury or is it?
It is
now?
still him, from what you can tell. It's him.
No.
So,
He's just turned into a wolf.
Is he like an animagus or something?
Yeah,
Wow.
or like a druid.
Can we walk up to him and pick up the bag? Like reach down to pick up the bag and just gauge his reaction.
Oh, I didn't know ring.
You pick up the bag, and he steps forward as if he's gonna say something, and then he steps back and he starts crying and carries on like wolf crying basically.
I just sit and like try and comfort him a bit and say, "This seems awfully out of character for you."
He
What happened?
at your petting, he kind of he calms down and transforms back into human form, and then he looks at you and goes, "Yes, I should have told you. I'm a transmute."
Ah.
I'm sorry.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, so transmute, from where all of you know that transmutes are rare people who have the ability to transform into a very specific animal, and they transform when under stress or under extreme emotion.
Involuntarily.
Involuntarily.
Oh wow. So he is really genuinely quite upset then. Wow.
Yeah.
Why don't you come with us, and I'm sure the Queen will reimburse you for the money that you've lost.
Well, he then he looks up and realizes, well, this diamond was given to me about 10 minutes ago by a bandit who headed that way. You could probably get him.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
I say, I thank you for your trust and your patience with us.
Can I get small the thing?
What?
So we can have like. Can I get my bird to smell the ring? So we know
Yep.
exactly where to go.
Oh yeah.
I'll say like, for the rest of us, like, come on, we'll go, we'll try and catch him, and then we'll come back here.
Okay.
We'll take the diamonds with us though, right? Take the bag.
I mean, is it just the 2 gems in the bag, or is it just his bag with all his stuff in it?
It's got
Plus
literally
these gems.
it's a massive backpack with all of the stuff that he has plus the
Okay,
2
well-
gems.
We'll take the 2 gems out of it then.
Okay, so you take the 2 gems. So Rowan, you get Bitey to smell the sort of the gems, and it smells, and then it instantly flies up in the air and kind of directs you to which direction you need to be going, and tries to smell around to try and find which way to go. So he picked up
We
on a
head that
scent.
direction.
but
What's the time?
She picked up on a
With
scent.
her?
Right now you're looking at about 5 p.m.
Okay, so we have some time before sunset.
Let's follow the bird. Let's go.
Yeah,
Okay.
we go.
So as you go and climb up the Gral'nor Valley towards Hammerfell, you notice a figure who's walking away. He's dressed kind of like the bandits were. He's wearing a big cape, and the kestrel kind of flies down and stops and flies onto your shoulder, Rowan, and is almost pointing at this guy.
Okay, how far ahead is he?
I would say you can see him. He's not very far ahead. You could probably he's walking. You can
Is he
chase
within
after him.
60 feet of me?
He is within 60 feet of you.
Okay. Perception first. Is there anybody else around?
Roll perception.
Plus
I could
3.
shoot him, right?
Wait, I've got a
Oh,
thing.
no, it's not. Maybe we can reason with him.
No.
Natural 20.
Wow.
Okay, so you look around. You can tell that the wind is calm. There's no one else around. It's just
Okay.
you and him, but you have a bad feeling about what's about to happen. You
I
can't
will
explain why.
cast Hold person on him.
So, go ahead and cast Hold Person.
Wisdom. He needs to make a wisdom save of 13 or higher,
Yeah, 13 or higher.
or
okay.
he becomes paralyzed.
So- Instantly, he stops, and
Yeah.
he's there. He falls to the ground, and you can see him wriggling and trying to break free of this hold. So yeah, well, you can
So
walk
they're
up. and-
incapacitated, can't move or speak, and fail automatically on strength and dexterity saving throws.
That's right.
And all attacks against him have advantage.
Yep. So he's currently tied up on the floor. Almost like he can't move.
Plus, all attacks are a crit if
Yeah.
we're next to him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Then it's
savage.
like at the end of every round, he basically makes another check. So basically, you have to get there quickly.
So go ahead.
Yeah, let's run up to him.
So you
and
all
To him.
run up
tie
to
him to
him.
a tree or something so he can't escape him when he does come around.
So you walk up to him.
When he does like
Yeah,
get
so you
paralyzed.
run up to him. By
Um,
the time we get to him, he'll have to make another check.
he At this point, he
Yeah,
escapes and breaks free. He looks around, notices your seal that you're still holding in your hand, and he's instantly sort of fills with rage. And out of nowhere, in a puff of smoke, his body is replaced with that of a giant snake that just keeps growing and growing and growing until it becomes enormous.
Oh my god. It's the beast.
Yeah, so now that we know transmutes exist, do we think the beast is a person that's been doing this, or a group of people?
Yeah, maybe.
So, I think with that, we'll end the session.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
We'll end on that. Alright.
Huge.
everyone sounds me now.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in
That's
the next one.
interesting.